So let's begin. Let's find ourselves in a seated position. A comfortable seated position, but yet an engaged seated position. So my back is long and strong. My neck continues my back. I feel as if someone is pulling a string from the top of my head so that my head is going towards the ceiling. Hands are comfortable. I'm sitting on a block to elevate my hips. I'm starting to notice my room, notice the air in the room. I'm noticing the sounds in my basement studio. Noticing the light. There's light coming in through the windows. So start to notice your environment. And start to notice your body. Do a quick scan from your toes, through your legs, knees, hips, torso, up through your arms, onto your hands, through your shoulders, neck, head. Start to notice your breath coming in through your nose and out through your mouth. And close your mouth and notice the sound that the air makes. That ocean sound. Taking a deep breath through the nose. Hold and then let it go. And hold at the bottom. Take a deep breath through the nose. And hold the top. Hold that air. And then let it go. And then hold at the bottom. And breathe in. And breathe out. Let's take the arms out to the side. Palms are facing up. Taking a deep breath as you bring the arms all the way up, breathing in. Touch your fingertips and hold. Reverse your hands and exhale. All the way to the bottom. Touch the fingertips on the mat. Hold. Reverse the hands. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Touch your fingertips and hold. Reverse your hands. Exhale all the way down. Touch your fingertips on the mat and hold. Taking a deep breath through your nose. Place your hands on your right thigh. Give yourself a gentle twist to the right. looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, then exhale back to center. Inhale over to the left, gentle twist, looking over your shoulder. Inhale, and exhale back to center. Place your hands on your knees. Let's do some seated cat-cow. So bringing the chest up, shoulders down, chin up. Inhale. Push the knees away, bring the chin to the chest, round the back. Exhale. And do a couple of these at your own pace. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round the back, cat. Inhale. Bring those shoulders down. Exhale, round the back. One more cat. One more cow, and come to center. Bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Take your left arm and extend it out. Maybe your fingertips touch the mat. Bring the chin to the chest. Roll your head all the way over to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Extend the right hand. Feel that long line from your fingertips, which are touching the mat, all the way up through your shoulder, through your neck muscles. And let's go over and do that same thing on the other side one more time. Extending the arm all the way out to the mat at an angle. Right ear going towards your right shoulder. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Bring your head down and all the way over. Extend that right arm out. Left ear, left shoulder. And come back to center. If you're sitting on a block like I am, let's remove the block and come into hero pose at the top of the mat. So I'm sitting on my thighs. My sit bones are on my heels. And I have a long spine. Shoulders are down and back. Find your spot right here. Let's take the arms out, and I'm going to interlace my fingers into a fist and push my fist forward, bringing the shoulder blades off the sides of my back. And then bring that back in, bringing my shoulder blades together. Push out, bring the shoulder blades off the back. Come back in, bring the shoulder blades together. Let's do that a couple of times at your own pace, connecting with the breath. One more in, one more out, and then come to neutral. Now take the hands all the way to the back and interlace your fingers in the back. And then start to pull that fist down towards the mat. You're bringing your shoulder blades together. The outer shoulders, the delts are coming back and down. Start to raise that fist, bringing the shoulder blades closer together. And you can stop right here. This is a pretty good stretch, bringing your mind into that sensation, noticing what you notice right now. But if it's in your practice, you can start to lean forward, bringing the fist towards the ceiling and your forehead towards the mat or towards your knees. And you can play with this side to side, trying to keep your palms together. That's the trick, huh? One more deep breath on an exhale. Come all the way up. Bend your elbows. Release that bind in the back. And then roll your shoulders back once, twice. And roll forward once, twice. Very good. Let's come into a tabletop position. Have your blocks ready at the top of the mat, just in case. Fingertips are wide, your fingers are wide, just like a gecko. My middle fingers are pointing forward, and I'm able to grip the mat with my fingers, shoulders over my wrists, hips over my knees, feet uncurled. You can always use your fists right here if your wrists are really sore or tender, straightening out your wrists. And start to do some circles with your body. So bringing the hips back towards the heels in a circular motion. Go as fast as you want. If you need to pad your knees for this, you can grab your towel or your blanket and put them underneath your knees. Take care of yourself. Here's a teacher that I study with online who likes to say, I make suggestions, you make decisions. So if I make a suggestion and you decide that that's not in it, it's not the way you want to do it, or it's not what your body is telling you today, then you make that decision. Let's come to a solid foundational tabletop at the top of the mat. And let's raise the right knee, keeping the knee bent, really raising as far as you can, pushing the front of the mat away with your arms, keeping your arms straight. Then take the right knee out to the side. And then back down. Let's do that again. Raise that bent right knee. Bring it out to the side. And back down. One more time. Raise the right knee. Out to the side. And back down. Extend the right foot to the end of the mat, straightening that leg, rolling over the toes. So push the front of the mat away with your hands and roll over the toes, come forward, saw back and forth. Roll over the big toe, middle toe, small toes. Raise the right leg, bring it across your body towards the left side of the mat. Place the foot on the outside of the mat. Push the front of the mat away with your hands and gaze over your shoulder at that heel. It doesn't matter if you can see it or not, but you're moving your neck so that you can kind of see it out of the corner of your eye, maybe. Heel should be pointed towards the ceiling. Get a little bit more of a stretch by pushing that heel back in space while keeping your hips where they are. Raise that right leg, bring it all the way across, placing the right foot on the outside of the right side of the mat. And let's come up into our gate pose. Place your right hand on your right knee, left arm comes up and over, starting to bend towards the right side. Trying to kick that left hip over to the left, not letting it come over to the right like it wants to. And your shoulder should be back in space. If it's in your practice, you could take your right arm and reach out for that beach ball. Taking a deep breath, come back all the way up, placing the left hand either on the ground or on a block. And then right arm comes all the way up and then over, creating an angle from your heel all the way up through your torso, out through your fingers, so your heel is grounded. Fingers are reaching towards the ceiling. And try to bring that shoulder back in space. Really reach. Let's bring everything in, placing the right foot at the top of the mat. Here's where you might need your blocks. I know I do. I'm going to scooch my left knee back so I'm in a kneeling lunge, so my knee is behind my shoulder. My front leg is at a 90-ish degree, and my torso is up straight. And I'm going to just pulse back and forth, playing with the connections in my glutes, my inner thigh, groin area. Let's come back up straight. Grab your blocks. Extend the right foot out to the end of the mat. Straightening the right leg. We're in our half split. Bringing the hips back as we lean forward. Bringing the nose towards the knee, trying our best to keep the back long. So there are different heights to the block. There's the highest, middle, low. You decide where you want to put your blocks or not use your blocks at all. It's up to you. And my hips are going back in space, almost like I'm dragging my heel back of my right foot. If I wasn't talking, I would be breathing. Taking one more deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way up, rebend the front leg, scooch that left knee in so that we have a 90 degree here and a 90 degree in the front. And now I'm going to take my right hand and come all the way back, lean forward a little bit and bring my left foot onto my right hand. So I'm pulling my left foot into my butt with my right hand. My left hand is on the ground or on a block, and I'm leaning into that left hand and opening up my chest to the right. Pulling that left heel into my glutes with my right hand. Let's come back to center. Gently let go of that left foot. Now let's bring our hands to prayer, thumbs at heart center. Going to take my left elbow and hook it on the outside of my right knee. Hands to prayer at your chest as you start to gaze towards the ceiling. When the ceiling meets the wall, my thumbs are going towards my sternum, the center of my chest, center of my rib cage. And then breathing. Taking a deep breath. Exhale, come back to center. Replace the right knee next to the left. Move the blocks out of the way, come back to your tabletop. And give yourself a little shake back and forth. Let's do the same on the other side. Raise the left knee, keeping it bent, pushing the front of the mat away. Left knee comes out to the side, as much height as you can. And bring that knee back down. Let's do it again. Lift the left knee, knee out to the side, and back down. Lift the knee, knee out to the side, and back down. Extend the left foot to the end of the mat, pushing the front of the mat away with your hands, and rolling over your toes, sawing from front to back, rolling over the toes, lengthening that Achilles tendon, your hamstring, calves. Raise the left leg, bring it all the way over to the right side of the mat, placing the right foot on the outside of the mat. Pushing the front of the mat away with your hands, long arms, gazing over your shoulder at your heel. You may see your heel, you may not. The heel should be pointed towards the ceiling. If it's in your practice, you can try pushing that heel away as you keep your hips in the same-ish position. And yoga is about awareness, being aware, being in the present moment with this present body and the way it feels right now. Lift that leg, bring it all the way across, and place it on the outside of the left side of the mat in our gate pose, bringing your torso up straight, and a little bit of a butt cramp there. Placing your left hand on your left knee, right arm comes up and over as we lean towards the left. Shoulder back in space. Extending your arm out if that's in your practice. Kicking that right hip over to the right. And come back up. Placing your right hand on the block or on the floor. Left arm comes all the way up. And then angle it towards the wall. So you have a long line from your heel up through your leg, your torso, shoulder, out the arm, and out the fingertips. Reaching and grounding at the same time. Taking deep breaths and noticing how the lungs and the ribs expand on your left side. On an exhale, bring everything back to the center, placing the left foot at the top of the mat. Got your blocks. Let's scooch that right knee back so that we're in our kneeling lunge. Bring the torso up straight and just start to do some small pulses. I wanted to say short and small at the same time. Small pulses back and forth. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. And let's come all the way up. Grab your 2 blocks if you need them for stability. And straighten the left leg, bringing the heel towards the edge of the front of the mat. Kick your hips back and start to bend at the waist, bringing the nose towards the knee. Trying to keep your shoulders up and down, up and back. Maybe on your out breath, you can melt a little bit more into the pose. And always being present, always being aware and noticing. Taking a deep breath, come all the way up, rebend the front leg. Adjust your right knee so that we're in a 90-90 position, 90 front, 90 back. Now my right leg, for some reason, doesn't like to cooperate, so I need to use my right hand to help my right leg up, but I'm still going to grab it with my left hand. So my left hand is coming back, and I'm grabbing the top of my right foot with my left hand. I remove my right hand once my left hand grabs. I'm placing my right hand on a block, and I'm opening up to the left, pulling my right foot in so that my heel is coming in towards my glute. And I'm gazing up to where the ceiling meets the wall, opening up the chest to the left. Taking a deep breath, square your shoulders to the mat and gently let go of that right foot. Bring the torso all the way up. Bring your hands to prayer. And we're going to hook the right elbow over the left knee, coming into a twist on the left side. And I'm trying to bring my thumbs towards my sternum. It may or may not reach, but it's what I'm aiming for. My body is different every day. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way forward and return that left knee next to the right. Move the blocks out of the way. And let's come back to our tabletop. You need to shake out your hips. Whatever feels good for you right now. Let's curl the toes under. So lift your toes, then curl them under so that we're on top of our toes. Lift the knees and push back into down dog. And like I said, I went running this morning, so my hips are still kind of recovering from that. I'm going to bring one knee over to the side of the mat, opposite side of the mat. So my right knee is going to the left side of the mat. Left knee comes over to the right side of the mat. Just doing some gentle twisting with my hips. Let's come back to center. I'm pushing the front of the mat away. My arms are framing my ears. Hips are coming up and back. My knees are slightly bent. I'm straightening them to the degree that I can. My heels are going towards the mat. Maybe they meet, maybe they don't. Down dog. Let's come up on the toes, look to the top of the mat, and then tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. And we're in a forward fold. Bring your chin to your chest and slowly, slowly make your way all the way up. Head comes up last. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Pretend like you have two suitcases in your hand. So I have a suitcase here, a suitcase here. I'm going to bring them up and then let them go. And the suitcases drop to the ground. So drop your shoulders, drop your baggage. Drop your shoulders, drop your baggage. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and just let them drop. Drop your shoulders, drop your baggage. Let's bring hands to prayer. Notice your feet, maybe hip distance apart, not too wide, not all the way out to the edge. Hip distance. Notice your toes facing forward. Maybe bring your toes up and down a couple of times. Hello, toes. I'm very grateful for you. You help me balance. You help me not fall down the steps. Legs are internally rotated. I'm bringing my belly button in, engaging this area. Hands are at prayer. Shoulders are down and back. Neck is long. And I'm breathing. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Bring the arms out to the side. As we bring them up overhead, breathe in. So breathe in, arms up. Fingertips meet. Bend the knees slightly. Forward fold, folding at the waist. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms out to the side. Tracing that half circle. Hands meet overhead in prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Arms out to the side, breathe in all the way up. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Arms are tracing that half circle. Hands meet at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms out to the side and up overhead as we breathe in. Bend the knees, forward fold, exhale. Come up halfway, inhale. Hands to the top of the mat if you want to grab your blocks. And let's keep going down all the way onto our tiptoes in a squat position with our knees touching. Maybe scoot your feet in so that they're directly underneath your sit bones. And I'm using my blocks just as balance, as support. You don't have to use your blocks, you can use your fingertips. And start to lean forward and back over the toes. A couple of times. Let's come back to neutral. Maybe do a couple of bounces. And place the hands either on the blocks. Start to make your way back up. So chin to chest, coming all the way up. Head comes up last. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands to prayer. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees forward, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. We're in a runner's lunge. Bring the left knee to the ground, uncurl the toes, bring the arms up, and we're in a kneeling crescent. Slight back bend. Breathing. And my front leg is at a 90-degree angle, not too far forward, not too far back, 90 degrees, knee over ankle. Bring the hands to the top of the mat, uncurl the toes, lift the knee, and then bring that right foot to the back of the mat. And we're in a plank. Roll over the toes forward, so you're rolling forward over the toes, and slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat. Uncurl the toes, and let's come up into a baby cobra. So pushing the mat away with our hands, coming up, not extended all the way up. My hip bones, the top of my hips, top of my pelvis, still kind of touching the mat. And I'm looking forward. My neck is comfortable. I'm not pinching it in the back. I'm not letting it drop. And bring yourself all the way back down to the mat. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. And windshield wiper left, windshield wiper right. Massaging your quads, your knees. Moving your hips back and forth. And come back to center. And push up into baby cobra again. And push back into tabletop. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, and push back into down dog. Maybe pedal the feet if that feels good. Whenever I go to a yoga class, I always pedal my feet in down dog, even if they don't say anything. It just feels good. Come up on your tiptoes, look at the top of the mat, tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat. Breathe in, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, tracing that big half circle with your hands. Hands meet over your head. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees forward, fold. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to the top of the mat. Extend the right leg to the back of the mat. And let's pause right here. Bring the right knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Bring the arms up into our kneeling crescent. Bring the hands to the top of the mat. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. And we're in our plank. Roll forward over the toes. Lower all the way to the mat. And let's bring the hands all the way out to the side. So I'm bringing my hands out to the side. And I'm going to come up into that baby cobra with my hands out to the side. And then back down. Let's do that one more time. And when I come up in my baby cobra, I'm squeezing my butt cheeks together. So coming up, squeeze the butt cheeks together. And I'm really light on my fingers, my fingertips. Again, my neck is neutral. And exhale all the way down. Bring the hands back in by your chest. Curl the toes. And push up into tabletop. Curl the toes, lift the knees, push back into down dog. Pedal the feet if you want to. Come up on your tippy toes, look to the top of the mat and tiptoe to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, tracing that half circle. Hands meet in prayer overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to the top of the mat. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. Extend the right leg to the back of the mat. And bring the knees to the mat wide so that they're at the edge of the side of the mat. Bring your big toes together and push back into child's pose. If your sit bones can't go all the way back to your heels, you can take a block and sit on the block. You can sit on 2 blocks if you want to. And then bring your forehead towards the mat. You can rest right here on your forearms or go all the way down to the mat. Let's come up, pushing up into our garland pose. So we're going to push back, keeping our knees and our feet wide and pushing back into a deep squat. So again, if you need some support, you can sit on a block, bringing our knees wide. My feet are going off at a 45-ish degree angle. My knees are tracking over my feet. Elbows are in the inside of my knees, and my hands are at prayer. Spine is long, back is long, and I'm gazing about 10 feet in front of me. 8 feet, 10 feet. And I'm pushing my knees out with my elbows. And let's lean over to the left, bringing our right, let's lean over to the right, bringing our right heel up so we're on our toes. And I'm leaning into my right leg. Let's come back to center, lean over onto the left, bringing the left heel up. So let me face the camera. So I'm doing this, lean over to the right. So you're going to go opposite of me. Come back, lean over to the left, bringing the left heel up. And come back to center. Straighten the left arm, bringing the left fingertips towards the floor. Take the right hand and sweep it all the way up, opening up the chest to the right. Taking a deep breath and come back to center. Extend and straighten the right arm, bringing the fingertips to the mat or the floor or maybe even a block. What does that feel like with a block right here? Yeah, excellent. And then sweep your left arm up, opening up to the left. And come back to center. And if you're in the back of your mat, in a deep squat, just dump forward, coming onto your hands and knees. Let's cross our ankles in the back. Push your sit bones over your ankles and into a seated position. So we're in a seated forward fold. Heels are at the top of the mat. Have your blocks alongside just in case. And let's slowly, slowly lower our back all the way to the mat. Head comes in contact with the mat last. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Then take your hands, wrap them around your knees and pull your knees in towards your chest, maybe in towards your armpits. Rock side to side. Massage that lower back. Wrap your fingers around your right knee. So interlace your fingers, wrap them around your right knee. Extend your left leg all the way, left heel all the way to the end of the mat, bringing the heel to the mat. Take your left hand and guide your right leg across your body. Extend your right arm out to the side. You can look up at the ceiling. You can look over at your right thumb. And be mindful of keeping your right shoulder on the mat. So if you're going all the way over and your shoulder's coming up, you're kind of defeating the purpose of the twist. So try to keep your shoulder on the mat. And if your right knee doesn't hit the floor, well, that's where your body is right now. Taking a deep breath, come back to center. Hug both knees in. Wrap your fingers around your left knee. Extend your right heel to the end of the mat. Bring the heel to the floor. Take your right hand and guide your left knee across your body, extending your left arm out to the side. Maybe you look at the ceiling. Maybe you gaze towards your left thumb. And again, you're trying to keep that shoulder connected to the mat. And slowly come back to center. Give yourself one more hug. And then extend the heels to the end of the mat, coming into our Shavasana. Hands come alongside your body, palms facing up. And start to let gravity help your body melt into the mat, into the floor. Bring your mind down to your toes, down to your feet. And follow your body all the way up, your legs, torso. Notice your arms, your fingers. Your chest rising and falling, your neck, face. The muscles in your face are relaxed, jaws relaxed, eyes are falling into the sockets. If you feel tension anywhere as you travel from your toes to the tip of your head, just notice it and encourage that part of your body to just melt. It's done. It's done its job already. And now tune into your nervous system. You can feel that tingling sensation. And notice your breath. Maybe the thoughts that you carried into the practice are now re-entering. Just, just notice them and let them go. You don't have to engage with them. And like we did at the beginning of class, start to notice your environment again. Start to hear the sounds of the room you're in. Start to notice your breath. Bring some movement to your fingers, your toes. Suggestion of bringing your arms up overhead, hooking your thumbs together and giving yourself a stretch. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Roll to either the left side or the right side and cradle your head in your arm. Just pause. When you're ready, you can make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Grab a block and sit on a block again, like I was, like I will. Let's bring our hands to a prayer position. Thumbs are at your sternum at heart center. And bow your head. And be grateful for your practice. Be grateful for the body that is moving. Be grateful for your day. Be grateful for the people who are in your day, the people who love you, the people who you love. Try to carry this yoga practice out into your life, being in the present moment, being aware, noticing, finding that gap between when something happens and when you react. Taking that breath. Taking a deep breath right now. Exhale, letting it go. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for this evening practice.